I'm MG, and I really like crime. I also make really tiny malicious implants that fit into the OMG cable. Which is why Lawrence asked me to help investigate the hardware for this story. Criminals are mailing hardware wallets to people with malicious implants embedded inside of them. The goal here is to steal money, like any good crime. Now, we didn't have anything but pictures to work with here, but that was enough. But before I get into that, there's actually a whole lot of really interesting history that probably spans the last few months, and we should dive into that. There's things like Amazon poisoning attacks happening here. It's really cool. Now, back in June 22, Ledger, the manufacturer of these wallets, had a breach in their e-commerce system. What that meant is a bit under 300,000 customers had their name, shipping address, phone numbers leaked in this breach. Now, it's worth stopping and pointing out that even though this breach happened, the core security mechanism of the wallet held up. That's exactly why the attackers still have to phish all of these targets for the core info that they need, which is the seed of the wallet. Without the seed of the wallet, they cannot get the funds in the wallet. So all of these techniques are to get access to that. Now, fast forward to December 2020, this got posted up on raid forums. That's when we started seeing a lot of phishing start up in relation to this. So here are some examples of some of the phishing attacks that people were seeing at the time. So right off the bat, there was scams leveraging the breach itself to convince you to download a fake app. There were other lures like your hardware wallet was deactivated, fake transactions that you didn't make. Then scammers were using the knowledge of your home address to threaten a home invasion if you didn't pay up. Some were playing off the security situation and trying to get you to install a security update. There were malicious extensions in the Chrome store, various helper tools. There were even fake YouTube accounts pointing you at phishing information. And then in March, it starts getting really interesting. A user bought a wallet on Amazon. This wallet was already set up with the 24-word passphrase already populated into it. They then included a card with the passphrases on it, hidden behind a scratch-off sheet to make it look legitimate. This 24-word recovery seed is what nobody should know. So whoever sold this via Amazon knows, and they can get access to this wallet. Now in May, people started receiving hardware wallets in the mail in packages that looked like they came from Ledger, allegedly from the CEO of Ledger, saying that due to the breach, we need you to transfer to a new wallet. Now, if we look at this, it looked like it was a legitimate Ledger wallet. They implanted a flash drive into it and then closed it back up and re-shrink wrapped it to make it look legitimate. It came with instructions that said to transfer to the new device, you would have to plug in the new device, open the wizard, which was basically you connecting the flash drive to your computer without knowing it. On that flash drive was a malicious utility that would help you transfer. Now, what would that do? Pops open this utility, and you're prompted for your 24-word passphrase, just the seed to the wallet, to transfer it over, and then this utility sends it to the attacker. Now, if we look at the hardware itself, this looks exactly like a Ledger wallet. Now, what you can see here is that on this legitimate Ledger PCB, they scratched off some locations for where the data lines are coming in. Now, all of this goes right back to the USB plug that you would then be plugging in. So based on what I'm seeing here, it does not look like the Ledger would be able to work at all. And it looks like they just got some really cheap USB flash drives like this one right here. These things crack open real easy. And inside, that sure looks very close to what is inside of this device. That doesn't take a whole lot of money or work to set up. It could be much more sophisticated if they spent more time and money doing it. Basically, there are a lot of things that are very easy to improve on this attack that it's not going to be quite as easy to tell that it's happening next time someone gets hit by this. And as we can see, this is continuing to escalate. It's getting better and more sophisticated each time. Now, where does it go? Well, the letter that was included was already, it had a lot of problems with it, but if somebody just like installed something like Grammarly, for instance, this would instantly be better. They could spend another $100 to get a better shrink wrap machine and it would be more believable. They could learn a little bit more about hardware implants and have this ledger still working, and the attack would be much harder to detect. So based on the direction things are going, expect it.